When I bought the old Miller place, everyone said I was insane. The house had been abandoned for over a decade, paint peeling, roof sagging, the yard a jungle. But I'm a contractor by trade, and I've always loved restoring forgotten homes. What no one warned me about, though, was that the neighborhood had one of the most power-hungry HOAs in the entire county, and leading it was the one and only Karen. From the day I parked my truck out front, she made her presence known. I hadn't even unloaded my toolbox before she marched up in her pastel tracksuit, clipboard in hand, and that unmistakable air of self-importance. Karen, you can't just move in here. This property is under HOA jurisdiction.
Me, really?
Because the county record says it's outside the HOA boundary.
Karen, that's what you think.
We've been managing this street for years. You'll need to pay your dues and submit a landscaping plan.
I laughed.
I just bought this property from the county auction.
You have no authority here.
She squinted like she'd never heard the word no before.
We'll see about that. And boy, did she mean it. The harassment begins.
Over the next few weeks, I started rebuilding the house from the ground up. New roof, fresh paint, power washing the porch. Every single day, Karen and her HOA goons would walk by, taking photos, writing violations, and sticking them on my temporary mailbox. Unsanctioned construction. Improper paint color. Unauthorized vehicle in driveway. The unauthorized vehicle was my work truck. I called the county zoning office, and the inspector literally laughed. Sir, your property isn't even on their plat map. They can't fine you for anything.
Perfect.
So I kept working. But when the house started looking better than every other one on the street, Karen completely lost her mind. The HOA meeting ambush. A week later, I got a letter hand-delivered, summoning me to an HOA compliance hearing. Out of curiosity, I went. The moment I walked in, everyone turned to glare at me like I'd crashed a secret cult ritual. Karen slammed her gavel. Mr. Carter, you are in violation of multiple HOA ordinances and are hereby fined $12,000. I raised an eyebrow. You're trying to fine me for fixing my own house?
Karen smirked.
You're not a member, but you're inside our visual jurisdiction. Your improvements must comply with HOA standards.
I grinned. Funny thing about that.
I pulled the official property line documents from the county clerk's office. I spread them on the table. According to these, your HOA boundary ends 4 houses before mine. You have zero legal authority here.
Her smile cracked.
That's impossible. The treasurer looked at the papers and whispered, she's right. The parcel's outside the HOA. Karen turned red. Then we'll extend the boundary. I laughed out loud.
Go ahead.
You'll need unanimous consent from every homeowner and county approval. You'll be retired before that happens. The room went dead silent. Karen slammed her gavel again and screamed, meeting adjourned.
The eviction attempt.
2 days later, I came home to find a notice taped to my door. You are being evicted for failure to comply with HOA regulations. It was printed on HOA letterhead, totally unofficial. But the kicker? She'd signed it herself and called a local tow company to remove my work truck from my own driveway. The tow driver arrived just as I did. I showed him my deed and ID, and he froze. Wait, she said this was common property. I pointed at the property line marker. Nope. That's my private driveway.
He shook his head.
I'm not touching this. He called the sheriff's department himself. When the deputy arrived, Karen came running out, screaming, "Arrest him. He's trespassing." The deputy just looked at me, then her, and said, "Ma'am, he's the property owner. You're the one trespassing." Karen froze mid-sentence.
What?
No, I'm the HOA president. The deputy smirked. And I'm the law. Step back. The aftermath. Turns out, filing a fake eviction notice is fraud. The sheriff's department took her statement, and she was later hit with a civil fine for harassment and false claims. The HOA had to publicly apologize, and she was voted out at the next meeting. When she tried to run again a few months later, not a single person nominated her. As for me, my house is now the nicest on the block, the yard's immaculate, and not a single HOA busybody has dared set foot near it since. Every now and then, I catch Karen driving past slowly, glaring through her car window. I just wave and smile. Because at the